Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. I had a rough, not rough, I had a different kind of a shift today, or a day at work today. I was actually leaking tears while I was massaging clients. I was just, I felt very alone. I was feeling alone. I was feeling trapped in old feelings of circumstantial, like feeling like things are, oh, here it goes again, or feeling like I'll never escape these attack thoughts that I have on myself, or these worry thoughts that that keep seeming to come up and up again and again and again, like the seasons of the world, you know, of our weather. I get these seasons of moments where I just feel like, oh, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to be fully free, you know. And I forget. I have to remember my own words, which is like reminding myself of the mountains I've climbed behind me, and know that the one in front of me, I'm going to climb that one as well. The proof is all the mountains I've already climbed. So, but it was also good. While these tears were flowing out of me while I'm massaging people, I felt it was like cleansing. I've actually been telling myself, I was trying to find a good movie last night that would like induce tears. I used to cry all the time, and it was really good, and I haven't been crying recently, so I think I need a good cry. I think I need to let it out. It's a good release. It's a healing, and it's an acknowledgement of the pain that I'm feeling. I have a really, really strong, powerful coping mechanism that says I have no needs. It comes from my past. It comes from the messages I received that my needs didn't matter, and then I instead of having needs that people told me didn't matter, or that I received messages that it didn't matter, instead of having that, I decided, well, I'll have no needs then, and that wasn't true, of course, but I tried to convince myself. So, letting these tears come up is acknowledgement that I have emotions. I am a human. I remember my therapist always going, Lisa, you're human. And I'm like, no, I'm superhuman. I shouldn't feel that. I should take the higher road. I should think of others before myself. I should understand where they're coming from. This old truistic thing I developed. And so, I have needs, and I have feelings, and I'm human. So I have to give myself, everyone's told me throughout my life, and then even more so in the last 6 years of recovery, like, Lisa, oh my God, you're so hard on yourself. Be gentle on yourself. Be gentle. That's where I'm at. And here's our reading for today. I don't think it's going to Survivors. I can see the title here, Survivor's Guilt. I don't know if my experience of today will relate to this, but let's see what happens. So, yes, The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. Reading July 5th. Survivor guilt. I did feel this once. I think it's going to talk about this. I remember in thinking about my younger brother, and he suffers as well. And I had a feeling a couple years ago where it was like, I can't get too good, because I can't. My life can't improve too much, because what about him, or what about this person, or what about I want to still be there for them, and someone let me know the stronger you are and the more you improve your life, like the better you'll be able to be there for others. So that's the bottom line, basically, that I personally experienced. So let's see what it says. We begin recovering. We begin taking care of ourselves. Our recovery program starts to work in our life, and we begin to feel good about ourselves. Then it hits. Guilt. Whenever we begin to experience the fullness and joy of life, we may feel guilty about those we've left behind. It's a tough one. Those not recovering, those still in pain. I definitely felt that. It's like anyone that's in pain, I feel bad for not being in pain anymore. Because it's like, misery loves company, that kind of thing, right? And I would start to feel bad because I know that person. I know it might feel bad that to watch someone else like succeeding, or they might feel, so I had this real conundrum inside of me, this internal conundrum of like, how do I navigate this? So we may feel guilty about those we left behind, those not recovering, those still in pain. This survivor guilt is a symptom of codependency. So if you're feeling that, you got the codependency thing. Okay, so we may think about the husband we've divorced who is still drinking. We may dwell on a child, grown or adult, still in pain. We may get a phone call from a new recovering parent who relates his or her misery to us, and we feel pulled into their pain. I'm such an empath, right? So I've shared that in many videos. I'm such an empath, so I feel drawn into their pain, and I want to go there with them so I can understand what they're feeling and relate to them. But I got to be careful, because I'll go so far into it that I go right into their pain, and at the bottom line, it's like maybe I feel guilty for not being in pain. So we feel pulled into their pain. How can we feel so happy, so good, when those we love are still in misery? Can we really break away and lead satisfying lives despite their circumstances? What do you think? Yes, we can. And yes, it hurts to leave behind those we love, but keep moving forward anyways. Tough one, right? Be patient. Other people's recovery is not our job. And the good news is that lead by example. You know, like if this person stays in your orbit, if that is someone that you really, deeply care about, and you want them in your life, and you want them, there's someone, family, or a really, really close friend or something, leading by example, hopefully soon the penny will drop for them by watching what's happening for you. Well, if that's working for Susan, or if that's working for, they might say, that's working for Joe, look at how happy he is. Maybe I should do what he's doing. It's an action. All recovery stuff is an action program. So maybe you'll be the the light that way, but not by going into their pain, by being an example. So keep moving. We cannot. Okay, so despite their yes, we can, and yes, it hurts to leave behind those we love, but keep moving forward anyways. Be patient. Other people's recovery is not our job. We cannot make them recover. We cannot make them happy. There's a Will Smith says it in the Pursuit of Happiness movie. His wife is there sitting there, and she's like, "I'm not happy," and he's like, "Well, go get happy." I love that line. I was thinking about it today when I was having a moment, and I was like, "Well, I'm sad, and this," and I'm like, "Lisa, go get happy, and I'm getting happy right now." So we got to find happiness for ourselves, and so does another person. We may ask why we were chosen for a fuller life. Because you're blessed. Because you're blessed and you're lucky. That's why. I've heard multiple people in recovery say things like, I'm a grateful person in recovery. I'm grateful to be this. They're grateful because how the journey has improved their life and provided happiness in their lives, joy and happiness. So we may ask, why were we chosen for a fuller life? We may never know the answer. Some may catch up in their own time, but their recovery is not our business. There's 3 types of business: my business, God's business, and your business. Can't go in any of them. Can't meddle in any of those. Like the other one, you got to stay in your own business. God's business will infuse into your life, and that person's business is their business. God's business is God's business. My business is my business. So, some may catch up in their own time, but their recovery is not our business. The only recovery we can truly claim is our own. We can let go of others with love and love ourselves without guilt. Loving detachment. A friend of mine was teaching me about loving detachment a year ago. She was trying to teach me about it. Loving detachment. It's something you can look into. I'm still trying to learn what that really means, like what it means to experience that. I don't know if I can have experienced loving detachment, but that's what we got to do. Learn loving detachment so we can let go of others with love and love ourselves without guilt. Here's your prayer for today. Today, I am willing to work through my sadness and guilt. Maybe that's what I was feeling at work today, some guilt, some sad. I don't know, who knows, but I was definitely feeling sadness. Today I'm willing to work through my sadness and guilt. I will let myself be healthy and happy, even though someone I love has not chosen the same path. Woo! Amen. Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you all. Have a great night.